The woman who poured her perfume. The last story of Jesus' life begins in Matthew chapter 26. The chief priests and the elders of the people who hated Jesus were assembled and scheming to arrest Jesus, discussing when and how to kill him. But at this time, Jesus spoke to his disciples, "Passover is 2 days away, and the Son of Man will be handed over to be crucified." Jesus knew that he would soon be killed by the Jews, and that he would be betrayed by his disciples. He knew that Judas Iscariot would sell him for just 30 pieces of silver. He also knew that he would be betrayed by Peter, who once swore to Jesus that he is Jesus' best disciple, and by Jacob and Judas, who told Jesus that they wished to sit next to him in glory. Jesus must have been torn apart in loneliness in the last stage of his life, facing his death. But the Bible tells us the story about a person, a woman whose name we don't know, who was there for Jesus at the loneliest time of his life. While Jesus was in Bethany in the home of Simon, a woman came to him with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume, which she poured on his head as he was reclining at the table. The name of the perfume meant fragrant oil, and just a little bit of this oil could make the entire house fragrant. But this woman poured the entire bottle of this perfume on Jesus, so it's not surprising that everybody in Simon's house would have smelled this perfume and looked at the woman. The disciples came up to the woman and said, "Why this waste? This perfume could have been sold at a high price and the money given to the poor." But Jesus said to them, "Why are you bothering this woman? The poor you will always have with you, but you will not always have me. When she poured this perfume on my body, she did it to prepare me for burial." And at this moment, when this woman was pouring perfume on Jesus, Jesus' disciple Judas Iscariot was with the chief priests. He asked them, "What are you willing to give me if I deliver Jesus over to you?" The chief priests were scheming to kill Jesus, and a disciple was betraying Jesus, and other disciples weren't even able to understand what Jesus' words meant. At the very same time, a nameless woman was offering an extremely valuable bottle of perfume, for which she might have collected and treasured all her life. The woman's precious thoughts for Jesus eventually became an act that prepared him for his burial. The disciples broke Jesus' heart, but this woman was with Jesus and empathized with him. Jesus valued this woman's heart and her perfume and said, "Wherever this gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her." The last moments of Jesus' life were heartbreaking as his disciples shunned him and betrayed him. But what filled those moments was the fragrance of the perfume a woman offered to Jesus. And this fragrant scent reaches us too through the gospel. As we think about Jesus on the cross, we must also think about what perfume we can offer to Jesus. And let this week be a time of offering to Jesus what we hold most valuable and precious in our lives.